Hello everyone and welcome back to another Dwayne the Duck video. Today we're going to see how the garden is doing in January, but before we get to that, I just want to say I already started my seeds for this coming spring. So as you can see right here, I already started some, looks like candy corn seeds in this little container right here, and various other plants too. Those are just some of the seeds that I decided to start in these little containers. I'm gonna see how corn does when you start it in containers like this versus planting it directly in ground. We'll put some of the corn seeds directly in ground later on towards the spring, but for now we want to try to see what would happen if they grow in a container like this. But yeah, like I was saying, these are the various seeds that we're trying to start. I planted these seeds yesterday, so we'll see how long it takes for them to sprout. See how they do. Alright, now let's go take a look at the garden. The broccoli is looking amazing. As a matter of fact, there's already a little broccoli growing right there on this plant. This one's already starting to get its little broccoli head. So is that one. Pretty much most of them are, except for this one. It's growing a little slower because one of my ducks decided to eat the plant, or try to eat it at least. Caused some damage, but it didn't kill it. There's also some onions in there from the kitchen. We decided to plant the onions in the ground, and they grew. The kale is looking amazing too. We also put some diatomaceous earth. I think that's what it's called. The powder, supposed to keep insects away. The spinach hasn't been growing too well for some reason. It's been growing very slowly. Red cabbage, also looking alright. Still growing, still hanging in there. I haven't seen any Brussels sprouts on the Brussels sprout plants yet, but it looks like this one may be forming its little Brussels sprout. So we'll have to check up on them later, see how they do in the coming weeks. Cabbages are doing pretty good as well. I haven't noticed the cabbage growing quite yet, but looks like it's starting to grow its own little cabbage head. Is that what they call them? The head? But anyway, yeah, they're looking alright. They're still hanging in there and they're growing. Swiss chards are also looking amazing as well. Been growing and look really healthy. Not sure why this one is darker than the other ones. As you can see, that one's kind of pale in comparison to this one. Not sure why. Romaine lettuce is also looking good as well. Hasn't been growing that fast, especially since it got hit by the freeze about 3 weeks ago. Kind of slowed its growth a little, but it looks like now it's starting to recover. This container grown tomato is also looking good. I think it's a super sweet variety. We had to bring it inside during the freezes we had about three weeks ago, like I said. So yeah, we had back-to-back freezes that week. But it looks like it survived pretty well. The other tomatoes, unfortunately, were not so lucky. They pretty much died during the freeze, but the Better Bush variety right here, looks like it survived. The root survived, so it looks like the plant is making a comeback. We'll have to see how it does. I also decided to prune this peach tree for more optimal growth and fruit production by having it more spaced out a little. So as you can see, I decided to prune the center branch in favor of a more multi-trunk look. Pomegranates, they're dormant. This little red cabbage, looking good. I had to put some diatomaceous earth around it because the insects were eating it. And everything down here has pretty much been frost damage. A lot of those freezes we had the other week, about 3 weeks ago, like I said. So yeah, everything back here, the moringas, bananas are pretty much done for. Gonna have to cut them back. The avocado seems to have survived the freeze pretty well. The starfruit or carambola tree seems to have survived. Took some damage, but it's doing alright. We got this Hamlin orange that's still hanging in there, still surviving. See how it does. This is its first little orange. But the bananas are not dead because they're still putting off some new growth a few weeks after that freeze hit. So the plant itself is still alive. Gonna have to trim those dead pieces off later on, after the threat of a frost has passed. Hello, ducks. So that's how the garden is doing for January. We'll take another tour next month, see how things have grown since then. And I really can't wait to see how the garden is going to do this spring once you plant the corn and the tomato plants. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.